afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda Hero Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to a 1 vs 1 on Arnhem checkpoint. Between the south, we got Yurek fighting here for the Wehrmacht Deutschland. The Großdeutschland Panzer Division versus in the north, we got Theodosios fighting for the Soviet Union. And the 210th Rifle Division. We're looking at Mechanized Assault Lightning War and Elite Troops with Panzerfaust, Panzer Grenadier and Machine Gun Bullets versus Theodosios Guard Rifle, Guard Motor and Shock Rifle with Infantry, Guard and T-3045 bulletins there. Noting, by the way, it's for fast infantry production there, though it's then a bit odd. He then goes into Special Rifle Command, which I suppose is limited here, but perhaps he's just feeling like not going for a lot of conscripts this time around. Certainly gives him a few options, if you will. We got a standard MD42 Grenadier build here for Yurek, going straight for the centre, trying to secure up there again, not going for the eastern fuel point right away. Always something I find is a bit risky there for any player, in particular the Wehrmacht, to get overly focused on the centre of the map and, you know, casually forget about the fuel. You got conscripts on the way there for Theodosios. He moves westward. Sandbags go up in the CoH point there, so only thinking ahead there for future fighting around here, in which case he'll have the advantage thanks to the sandbags. Very good work there. More barbed wire here. MD42 moving ahead. Grenadier seems to be dispatched eastwards there. MD42 was setting up with a bit more aggressive positioning there. Bit risky. Got the centre victory point. Conscripts roaring ahead against the house. MD42 needs to set about their first one sits down setting up. And there we go. Trolling around for a minute, going straight at the conscript there. Pioneers moving about, they get into heavy car while grabbing the point here. Or perhaps going out to the blind side of the house here. That definitely also works out. Grenadiers continue eastwards here. Sniper on the way. Theodosios, a sniper start here against the Germans. That's a interesting move there by Theodosios. Definitely not a usual build, though. I'm seeing a slight increase there in that from some players. But there we go. 2 scout snipers out for Theodosios with a scoped Mosin Nagant and a regular one. So Guard Mode here versus whatever Yurek ends up choosing. Got more conscripts there for Theodosios. So no penal troops, but end up, I think, going for the Special Rifle Command simply for the sniper. Could also be why he actually then went for the infantry production bullets and simply to ensure that he can get infantry out fast enough between the first sniper there so he doesn't lose too much ground and tempo on it, if you will. Second gun is where in the centre, MD42 there versus the sniper. That's definitely going to give Yurek a bit of a problem there. His aggressive machine gun positioning all of a sudden proving to be a bit of a hazard to him and not so much of an asset. Grenadiers almost got the eastern fuel point. I mean, he is grabbing more of the map here than Theodosios again, thanks to the sniper build, but at the same time, he will run into some attrition due to the sniper if Theodosios handles it correctly and Yurek does not respond to it in sort of a sensible manner. And of course, in that regard, ultimately, Yurek will have to tag up fast to go for a 2-2, then try and hunt down the sniper. But of course, Theodosios already here thinking ahead will have guardsmen to then cover such snipers. There's certainly going to be a few threats here for Yurek, and there'll certainly be a few challenges here already being position before him by Theodosios. In the east, we got MD42 Grenadiers securing territory there. Pioneers reinforcing. No take up there. He definitely needs to be fast about it. Again, he needs to get out that 2-2 as quickly as possible to deal with those snipers. Third conscript there for Theodosios. So it looks like no penal troop was able to set a conscript sniper build here in the opening moments of the game. He needs to take man loss there from the Karnak, take case, and in the east, the MD42 guarding off against here. Conscripts laying down more sandbags, by the way, not bad. And there we go. Straight into the MD42. Was not expecting it. I mean, that can again be the advantage of a roaming machine gun. It's hard to figure out where it is and you know where to encounter. But of course, the roaming snipers tend to be a bit of a counter here to the roaming MD42. And again, the lack of sort of any mobile vehicle to support it is a bit of a problem here for Yurek. Though again, he's making progress elsewhere, but it's still the sniper here is going to be a bit of a counter. In this case, he wasn't able to rush over the Grenadiers in time. Just assist the machine gun, push off the conscripts, and then pull back. Instead, the conscript allowed to continue on there without the MD42 ultimately doing too much damage there. So that's not quite the best start there for Yurek in that engagement. Grenadiers continue to fight with the conscripts there, more moving ahead. In the west here, Grenadiers finding out there's his engineers. Should get over here where there's only one window. Instead, he runs out in front of the house where there's more windows left to shoot the Grenadiers. Let's go there by Yurek. Going there for the CoH point. Grenadiers are catching the snipers, trying to hunt them down. And there we go. Ooh, negative cover as well. That could end up badly here for Theodosios. There we go, one sniper dead. He's still going to try at it though. Like to make a nice company up, good MD4 needs to get moving, and of course he needs a 2-2 out as fast as possible. More sniper kills there though. Yurek was actually trying to retreat it, but instead Theodosios kept at it. And he can go for the 2-2 in a few seconds, need to retreat the Grenadiers before it's too late for them. Showing a lot of pressure here, and there we go, we got the 2-2 on the way for Yurek, and the Großdeutschland Panzer Division. Point there being secured. He's still got the centre, but obviously he's not got the fuel, so that's not quite much. There we go for the CoH point as well here. It's a tiny chance of getting the engineers, but not too likely. More troops moving towards the centre. The 2-2 is almost down there for Yurek. As for Theodosios, we've got nothing further here, just healing, reinforcement. No, and oh, he does actually enter tank grenades. So again, he's very much expecting the counter there to hit and go after a sniper. So, I mean, keeping the conscripts there close to that is a very sensible decision. Plus, of course, anti-tank grenades, and of course, further down the road, guards rather infantry. But hopefully even the presence of the 2-2 should help curtail Theodosius' sniper movements just a bit there to sort of make it a bit harder for it to move about freely on the battlefield, and certainly give Yurek's infantry a bit more freedom of movement, including this heavy machine gun team. But still good work there, sort of turning the tables here on Theodosius just a bit. 2-2 moving towards the east. He's not expecting him to hit in the west. But of course, at the same time, he could, you know, strike and cut off retreat past the other conscripts. Or perhaps he's actually planning off a flank here. In which case, that's actually pretty good here. Of course, there we go. We got the URAF from the conscript, in which case the 2-2 is actually getting sandwiched into a bit of trouble here. Needs to come on from trap. In fact, there's no infantry supporting it. So right here, Yurek might have suddenly chewed off more than he can bite, in which case, you know, second 2-2 will help him still. Doing some damage here. Conscript retreating. He needs to push back. The 2-2 is nonetheless, even if it's not really doing a ton of damage, it is disrupting Theodosius. I mean, he can't just ignore it either, because that could certainly do a lot of damage. So even if he's not able to get the sniper again, it's sort of causing Theodosius to have to move a bit more awkwardly. Again, he has to keep that in mind when he's doing everything. You got guardsmen on the way there, though, for Theodosius, equipping them with a DP lock machine gun, moving up there, firing away there. The sandbag cover, conscript quickly falling back though. Back at basic, and these need to reinforce. We got moving towards the 74 here. Conscript move straight to it, and they will. There we go, suppressed. Just slowly moving heads now over there. Got the fuel point back, but he's still not got the cut-off point. I mean, the 2 here basically supporting their gun. These can sort of slowly move ahead here, threaten the conscripts, and also threaten the sniper. We got the guardsmen rushing down. Conscripts here might try and move up towards here, and they try and swing behind Yurek's front line here, and that way, you know, cut off the retreat, but not just for the grenadiers, but specifically for the 2-2-2. If you can get that 2-2, that'd be a huge win there for Theodosius. We've got panzer grenadiers on the way there for Yurek. Guardsmen moving up there, 2-2 falling back as they're spotted, quickly racing through the orchard there, ruining numerous apple trees, or I don't know what kind of tree that could be, but I'm guessing it's some kind of, you know, fruit-bearing tree. It is the socialism tree, comrade. No, it's apples. Socialism, shut up. Finding him around the centre, and he's moving up to the church. And there you go again. That's actually what he was trying to do there. Again, that's all that was happening. He was actually trying to sneak up the conscript behind the 2-2 to basically hit with the anti-tank grenade and lie in there the guardsmen to annihilate. So that was actually some pretty thorough setup there. In this case, the Yurek was able to get the 2-2 out of there, perhaps sensing it, or just a bit of good luck. They pulled out soon enough, but that was definitely a sharp move there by Theodosius. That was definitely a sharp move. Grenadiers occupying the centre. We got the sniper creeping up there. Panzer Grenadier will certainly also add some firepower to Yurek and the core starch. And there goes sniper's caught here for the 2-2 and pushed away, breaking through the fences. God damn it, Otto! Don't break Otto's fences. Who do you think has to repaint the armored car afterwards? I do. Honestly, there's a guardsman grenadier support. Not him, machine gun team actually supporting. He's actually going for the second infantry by the way. Grenade off there, Panzer's quickly dodge it though, and there could be a trouble there. We got close to the short rifle, sailed through them. The DP light machine gun's help. M14Z with the conscripts there. Could be close, could be close. Ooh, right, there we go. Doesn't have out though. Gets suppressed there. Negative cover. 2-2 needs to move in. Oh, damaged engine. Not enough infantry about support. Yurek here might have bitten off more than he could chew in the centre. Ooh, right here. Incendiary pits runs against the guardsmen. Pushing them away. There we go. They're inside the house. Oh, can't quite hit the Canadians with the conscript there though. Need to pop into the church. MB4 moving out there. Canadians reinforcing. Need to get moving as well. And we got the Pioneers securing all the way up here. So Yurek here's got a lot of map control, but he's certainly struggling a bit here at the same time though with Theodosius, certainly trying his best as possible to make it hard for Yurek, which is certainly a sensible approach. Second guard squad there arriving for Theodosius to support the 214th Rifle Division. Sniper there supporting, MB42 needs to be careful, needs to get out of this soon enough. Got the cut-off point there again. Overall Yurek maintaining good pressure versus Theodosius, good map control. Here Pioneers versus Engineers. And back here, nothing further, just troops reinforcing. 2-2 still need repairs. He needs to get the Pioneers back soon to get that one back into working action. And certainly a doctoral choice here soon for Yurek would not be a bad idea either. MD42 fighting here from the church. Sniper coming from the northern part here. We got Grenadiers versus conscripts here. I mean, here I would be tempted to go for elite troops, simply to have the stun grenade up close, plus of course with the munitions to guard, stormtrooper squad with assault rifles would also be a sizable asset here, and could further also be used to sort of try and hunt down the sniping bastards there. So I mean, overall elite troops is sort of a pretty good doctrine. There's a reason why it's sort of currently very sort of in the meta to an extent, because it is a very flexible doctrine that gives you sort of a lot of ways to sort of close up some of the current immediate weaknesses of the Wehrmacht. 2-2 still in repairs, MD-42 good to go. Might want to consider taking up soon, or at least going for some more light vehicles. Either half-check or another 2-2 I think could be quite advantageous here for Yurek. Of course, with a lot of guardsmen about, he might just more think about a half-tech to reinforce, and that's not something that has to be exposed to more guardsmen. He needs to be careful with the grenadiers he's trying to cut off here, but there's still snipers about. Yurek, though, nonetheless decides it's worth risking his men's life for, and there you go, pulls it off, cuts off the fuel again, trying to do that way and just build up a fuel advantage over Theodosios, who's by yet to take up. Neither Yurek is now taking up, plus a medic banker going up there. 2-2 being repaired. Good work there. Finally something happening. And of course the double MD-42s will be helpful in just dealing with Theodosius' large amount of infantry. But of course the sniper will be a bit of a pain in the posterior. But he's certainly been able to also just tie down Theodosius. He's not been able to defend his eastern territories, but just drawing Theodosius in to defend his own territories. That's to an extent working out. Of course, Theodosius could try and counter that by just ignoring to an extent what Yurek is doing, just pushing towards the east. They're forcing Yurek to react, for example. So, and there's a few thoughts there. Perhaps with their flanking against the Counterattack, pushing away there from the cut-off point again. Some heavy fighting there around the cut-off points. For once, on Arm checkpoint, both players aren't getting completely obsessed with the centre of the map. They're sort of trying to, you know, fight around. In particular, Yurek here so far is displaying a bit of sort of more aggressive harassment play there. MD-42 supporting it, 2-2 moving up. Pioneers bring up the Flammenwehr first. He's got the tech there, but needs to build up the Spawner core. The faster the better, I would say. Counter-rushing head here, 2-2 needs to be careful, so do the Grenadiers. You also need to be careful with the Panzer Grenadiers, but he's risking getting them, you know, cut off from a safe retreat path. MD-42 holding Indonesia in the east. Pioneers need to deal with the guardsmen inside the church, but the problem is that in the open, taking heavy fire there from not just guardsmen in the church, but the guardsmen in the nearby house here, and the Pioneers very much risk getting wiped out. In fact, they did get wiped out. Bit of loss there for Yurek. Bit much going on then. Theodosius was able to just push through the centre here. At the same time, Panzers are dealing with consequences in the orchards, burying them beneath the apple trees, if they can be bothered. Need to retreat as well there. 2-2 desperate trying to escape. In the centre there we got Grenadiers pushing forwards. Got a rifle grenade off there. A lot going on. Will he pay attention to realise it? Oh! The rifle grenade had no great impact. Back here though, replacing Pioneers with a Spawner core hopefully going up there for Yurek as soon as possible. I mean, the faster he can bring out armour to bear versus Theodosius, the better. In the meanwhile, Theodosius himself is taking up, going here for the Tank Battalion Command. And MD-42 coming up there again. Pretty risky, aggressive play to an extent with MD-42 again. Roaming machine guns good. Of course, you have to be careful you don't roam them too far ahead of everything else. I mean, that's a trick. They generally want them roaming with other units to spot ahead of them and screen for them. Right here, Yurek is basically just roaming about sort of freely, which is a sort of very high risk sort of move there. Again, it can work out beautifully, but it can also backfire on you pretty hard just handing over an MD-42 to your opponent. So it's something you have to be very mindful of as a Wehrmacht player when you sort of just run about with the MD-42s. Generally, again, stick them to other infantry, but you know, mobile machine guns tend to be very good.
Crews can now repair their own vehicles.
H-6 on the way there for Theodosius. He's probably expecting some kind of armor push there for Yurek, and again, that's not a bad idea at all. It's just Yurek hasn't quite been fast enough there. But overall, I think that's a very good decision there from Theodosius. Again, he's aware of the fuel situation. He's aware, again, his opponent's had a fuel edge over him. Constant harassment here as well. So going for the H-6 to sort of help counter whatever armor that Yurek can bring to bear right away. It's a pretty good idea. Gonna need to retreat pretty soon. Healing reinforcement. They need to counterattack towards the eastern fuel point. So Spawner core finally going up there for Yurek. MD-42 here being sniped at. Hiding out behind an old tractor. Need to get those chaps out of there. We got minesweepers out there laying down mines around the cut-off point. He's back on the road there. He's probably going to deal with his 2-2 trying to hunt down his sniper. We got the S-6M out there for Theodosius. Based in part on the German Stuke design, obviously a bit different. In fact, they even tried to look something that was pretty much sort of as much a copy of the Stuke as it could be. In fact, using captured Panzer IIIs from Stalingrad. They sort of basically used the same gun as M6, but sort of just slightly sort of bulkier design there on the Panzer III hull. Funny fact is, some of those actually ended up back in German service. Some of those converted assault guns that they made from German Panzers. But they were very much impressed with the Stuke design overall. Counter there being hunted down here by the 222. Back here, reinforcement healing, the MB4 needs to get moving. Could go here for Nostman or the Panther 4. I mean, with the Escalation 6 out, though, Panther 4 would probably be the most needed choice here. And there we go. 2-2 running straight into the Escalation 6 here. Quick swing here through into the fenced area. No, he's trying to outmaneuver it, I think. Pretty risky move there, pretty risky. In particular, considering again, they are constantly about with other things, plus Guardsman. But it's an aggressive move. They basically realise if you can sort of flank the Escalation 6 with this 2-2, though, he can beat it, by the way. But it is very much a high risk move. In this case, though, gets knocked out. So, didn't work out for him. Normally not something I'd recommend, but at least another 2-2-2. So, you know, again, I can see the logic there. It's just not something I've done myself. Quick bun grenade here. That didn't do much. They easily dodged there by Theodosios. Back here, nothing further going on there. He can soon go for the Panther 4. He's got the fuel. He just needs the manpower. Panther going to do his need to retreat. Yurek actually take quite a few losses there. So he's waiting for the Panther 4 on top of that. There he can go for the Panther 4. Needs to go for it now. And he also needs a doctrine to support himself with. At this point again, I do think Elite should be the choice. I mean, he could also go for Lightning War, but he just needs something there to help pressure his opponent, give him a bit of extra edge. He's also lost the Grenadier squad, by the way, with a light machine gun, though. Seems like it has thankfully not been handed over to Theodosios, the 214th. Grenadiers bring up the east city, got more mines going down there from Theodosios. A bit late then getting mines down, but at least he's actually beginning to do it. Guardsman versus the MD42 in the centre. In the east, 74-2 versus Engineers. Grenadiers, the light machine gun rough grenade off as well in case there was a mine they actually managed to put down in time. Contra there, pinned down by the MD42 in the west. Good work there. Panther 4 almost down here for Yurek. And the CoH2 Deutschland Panzer Division. Started out as just a regiment in Operation Barbarossa, would later upgrade to a full division. Later Panther Grenadier, and then finally it would sort of become a Panzer Division, which would then be sort of later part of a Panzer Corps. The CoH2 Deutschland Panzer Corps, which would be there alongside the Brandenburger Panzer Grenadier Division in the Corps. Counter there versus Grenadiers. Panzer 4 rolling up here, Pindelmark machine gun on the way. For added anti-infantry, never a bad choice there. Back here, healing reinforcement for finding contingent in the centre. Guards from there covering up. Counter there being assaulted by the Panzer 4, going for sort of trying to just an easy kill, but he's forcing an easy retreat here. Bit of a shock moment here. Didn't quite get the pretty decent there. Didn't get the wipe though. Would have been pretty good for him if he had. Of course, less good for Theodosios if he had gotten that off. We try another bun grenade here. Will he move the Panther Bob to deal with it? What will he do here? Needs to be careful. Those Panthers are bleeding out. In the centre there, going to do this thing with Guardsmen. He's got a heavy mortar out here for Theodosios. Yurek on the other hand is not providing artillery, and he's actually lost another Grenadier squad. He's just down to one Panzer Grenadier squad, one Grenadier squad now versus Theodosios. That's actually not too good there for Yurek. He is beginning to suffer some high losses there versus the Soviets. So that is something he has to be very mindful of. And of course, the sniper with 32 kills has paid himself off quite handsomely. I mean, his inability to sort of kill it has rather cost Yurek a lot. And of course, the question is maybe should he just gone for 2-2-2-2s and just sort of tried to swarm it aggressively. But that's too late now. Cards coming up the east here, going for the cop point again. Yurek and the Gold Sergeant is striking a bit. We've got the Panther 1 time for the centre, then getting the Guardsman. The machine gun, main gun, more guards coming up to sort of try and hold that. Sniper make their way back to base. We've got take up as well for Theodosios. Could be some T-30-35 soon enough. And Pioneers need to get the devil out of there as well. Time here for the mid-game analysis in terms of damage. Pretty close to each other. Kills wise though, so it's actually got a lead there over Theodosios. And generally as the Wehrmacht, if your opponent has a lead there over you, you're generally in trouble. That's definitely the case here for Yurek at the moment. Those snipers really sort of, I mean, they're almost, actually I think that's pretty much half the kills there. Just that sniper again, that sort of really highlights the potency of the search sniper against the Wehrmacht and his, Yurek's ability to sort of get it. Partly because again, Theodosios was quick to sort of send a strategy around it, but perhaps again, Yurek could have tried to hard counter it a bit more aggressive with at least another 2-2, if not 3, and just sort of wiped it out that way. Then using all those armored cars that way, established dominance afterwards. I mean, it could have been an option. In terms of army value, Theodosios' head, resource float wise, pretty close and points held. Again, initially here for Yurek, but again, we can sort of see, it's slowly slipping away there thanks to the pressure the sniper's been able to apply to Yurek, sort of keeping his manpower bit in check, ensuring he can't expand too fast or take up too fast, and that way sort of just pushing against Yurek and sort of slowly chipping away at his forces, now having actually a notable lead there over Yurek. So, in that regard, Yurek is in quite a bit of trouble. And Yurek basically needs more armor, at least for now, to try and push it, but he also needs to flank more. He can't just attack in. They need to try and actually annihilate units in that regard, flanking with the Panthers, cutting off retreat paths. That way, getting a few wipes, I think, is going to be one of Yurek's best options. He also needs more infantry, and also he needs to choose a doctrine, honestly. At this point, again, elite troops, maybe lightning warp, just, he could go for lightning warp, for example, for the relief infantry. That way, try and sort of suck up some of the losses with Osttorben, tactical movement, G43 is a bit of other things, and attack down, sort of push against his opponent. That could work out there. But either way, though, a doctrine needs to be chosen soon for Yurek, and I do mean soon. Bars again, more attacks, he needs to try and push up for in that way, try and cut off some units, wipe them out on retreat, in particular, try and get that sniper. That way, cutting off one of the major issues there for Yurek in terms of manpower losses. For Theodosios, I think as much as I'll say, keep up the pressure, get out some tanks as fast as possible, lay down some more mines, and otherwise you're just trying to flank. So let's return to the fight here. Good to see we have Rack Carter flying way in before 2, they're covering up as much as it can here in the east. Cutoff point secured there by the conscripts.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands. 300 points stand
Before
between
2, they
us
need to be
and
careful. House collapses quite dramatically. And here, Panzer going to do strike against the conscript, pushing them away. Doesn't get a wipe though. Theodosios, they're displaying some good unit preservation versus Yurek. Cover shattered there by the Panther force. High explosive shells. Could get a wipe there. Small chance. And no, gets win time. The conscript coming up, easy to fall back. Actually, they're down to 2 men. Heavy mortar nearby, and there go retreats. He could consider an Ostwind to help deal with the infantry, but then again, there's also the threat of more armor. And again, at this point, you should expect, it's guard motor due to guardsmen and heavy mortar. So there's a T-35 potentially down the road, in which case 2 Panther forces right now could do more damage. But at the same time, still be prepared for the arrival of another T-35. So that's something there for Yurek to consider. But still, choose a doctrine. Issue 6 shoots and misses spectacularly there, the Panther 4. And here in the east, we got troops moving about here, getting shot down by guardsmen, and there you go, the sniper joining in as well, grenade off as well. Got dark, there you go, here, Mortar almost wipes the Panzermen, need to retreat, also get the entry for the chart there. Yurek, Schnell. Panis staying up from the south here, unsupported. Yurek might also benefit from a mortar, just to sort of smoke out some elements, at least just provide some more constant pressure against the Theodosios. He's really low on infantry and other elements there. Hey, something there dangerous. He's going for another Panther 4. He's just now aiming for armor superiority versus the Theodosios while he can still get it. And there's certainly a potential strategy here for the Yurek at the moment. Guardsmen, they're getting shattered by machine gun fire and main gun fire. They've got the infantry 6 rushing up to try and sort of deal with the Yurek's Panzerkampfwagen. There you go, pushes it away. Second Panther 4 there on the way for Yurek and the fatherland. The east point there being secured. Back here, healing reinforcement going on. More pioneers as well to assist with preparing tanks. Not a bad idea. Still, though, a doctrine would be also a really good idea. Moving up on the west here, we've got demo charges down there. Risky moving again with MD42 here. And increasingly risky since it's got less and less infantry just to support them. And sort of just bail them out if it becomes, bad. Theodosios, they're going for the T-3045. Panther 4 there's going to need some repairs. Victory points wise, we got a fat lead there for Yurek. Oh, Theodosios, by the way. Artillery barrage there for Legion 6. Got these flashed up. They're going up to with the conscripts. Light machine gun fire quickly tearing apart poor Petrov. And Alexander joins in. Panther 4 moving up from the west. Second Panther 4, of course, providing more armor support here, and of course, just threatening Theodosios more. Suppress there, almost got the conscript there, almost got it. Get into the house, but to go up, good to the wire. Pretty risky by Theodosios, might have been misclick. Nope, gets away there. Panther 4 chance to the heavy mortar. We got Panther moving up to support, bit getting risky. Needs to get the other Panther 4 up there to support. The other Panther 4, Schnell. Got the T-35 moving down. They're constantly being shot to bits here by Pentagon. It is. Panther 4 moves up to engage here, and there you go, takes a hit from the Russian armour. Panther 4 not nearby support, instead dealing with Garsman in the centre. Needs to retreat the Panther 4, instead he's moving ahead here with Mark Vehicle on. He's going to lose that Panther 4, then on Theodosios is thinking. And again, it's pretty overall difficult to get away then, particularly he doesn't have a doctrine. They can at least allow him to pop smoke there. Chosen. So there you go, Panther 4 rapidly down there. Yurek extending, and he's sending in his Panther 4 here behind enemy lines again. He knows there's even 6, he knows there's a T-35, he knows there's Guardsmen. Of course, he doesn't know there's a mine there as well, which would make that overall just a much more dangerous move. But that was a pretty bad engagement there for Yurek, losing his Panther 4 like that without doing any severe damage to his opponent. Troops are healing, reinforcing. Pioneers are dealing with snipers.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Grabbing the northern munitions, grabbing the centre victory point as well. Just reinforcing. Panther 4 needs some serious repairs then before 2 needs to get away. Yurek's still got most of the map there, but he's paid a high price for it by now. He's paid a high price and he's just struggling to maintain it. He's also finally gone for Doctor. In this case, he's gone for elite troops. And he might actually now be aiming for the Tiger Ace, which is, considering his overall force size, pretty risky there. And certainly means there's going to be a lot of pressure for that Tiger Ace to just save the day. And Germany. So that one is going to be very, very risky. He's got veteran 3 Panthers that have been moved ahead again with nary a support weapon inside or anything else really. We just see now Theodosios are using his larger forces to push out across the front. We got M43 again being sent westwards. Veteran 3 this time around. Careful, Yurek.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
But it certainly seems like he's planning here for the Tiger Ace. I mean, he's got the command points, not just in manpower, and he's again about half a minute away from that. Though it's still going to be a huge risk there for Yurek, depending on how he uses it. I mean, again, he's just going to, you know, cut off his resources heavily. So I mean, he's going to have to put as much work into it as he can. Just hopefully get some marks, and Theodosios knocks out some of his vehicles. Otherwise, he's going to quickly end up dead. Sniper fire there on the Pioneers. Veteran 3, 43 kills. Which is still roughly about half the kills that Theodosios has done to Yurek. I mean, that sniper has easily paid himself off several times off by now. Sniper they caught with M42 Panther moving up. Tries to get a kill there, doesn't hit. Sniper then pushed away nonetheless. We got 35 there from 6. Tiger Ace is heading out here for Yurek and the Ghost Deutschland. Panther shakes on the Panther. We got a bomb grenade off here against the kind of card squad inside and almost gets it. Tiger Ace can get the whack maybe. But that's the turn to deal with the T-35. Guardsmen get away. H-6 shoots. We've got target vehicle there. Panther's good support here. The Tiger Ace. Panther 4 needs to get in there. Engage the H-6. They're trying to flank. Almost got the T-35 here. And there we go. Got the T-35. Huge turnaround against the Theodosios, who probably wasn't expecting the Tiger Ace, and thus he hasn't prepared too much for it. Right here we can see Yurek is going on a bender with it, clearing out much of Theodosios' armoured forces here. Could get the heavy mortar next here. Panther 4 dealing with infantry nearby. Mine goes off, wiping the Panthers. That's a huge loss for Yurek at this point. There we go, clearing out here the heavy mortar crew as well. Constantly coming in. Now the T-35 there for Theodosios, getting the T-35 pushing away. Panther 4 gains eventually 2. T-35 there takes hits. Tiger Ace tries to build as much damage or distance between the conscript to ensure damage to Indian. Does not happen. Now both tanks are sort of lined up. Engineers flanking in. Panther 4 and Tiger Ace trying to deal with them. Quickly getting some kills there for the fatherland. Almost wipes the entire engineer unit. Counterattack in the open it. Tiger turns to deal with it. With its 88mm gun. The Tiger tank being quite feared amongst the Soviets as well. Shots fired, missed. I don't know actually though if the Soviets made the same mistake the Westernized did, which is they confused the Panzer IV with armoured skirts on with a Tiger tank. I know the Westernized did, but I don't got any sort of clue for the Soviets did. So Guardsman here versus the Tiger Ace, taking lots of sniper nearby as well. More supporting Panzer IV there, I think, supposed to be repaired. Not quite happening. 13 kills on the Tiger Ace. I mean, it certainly helped give Yurek here quite a boost back versus Theodosios. And he's not just sitting back with it, but at the same time he's not being a complete reckless idiot with it either. That's something there. Almost got a hit there, can't coming back, the MD42 covering up here as well. Got a few kills there with the 88mm gun. Guardman suppressed, pushed away, Tiger shoots, gets a few kills. Later in the war, though, the Tiger would generally be replaced with the Tiger II wherever possible, or the King Tiger. Of course, Tiger Ones will still see usage throughout to the end. So officially, I mean, they were basically meant to be replaced by the King Tiger.
We have an isolated sector.
And it is moving out the east. 16 kills on the Tiger Ace so far. Going hunting for more targets. And they need to be careful again, can't afford any further losses. In fact, I mean, he's struggling here with manpower. I mean, he could consider Storm to score with assault rifles, by the way. That wouldn't be a half bad choice to support his Tiger Ace while he can get it. H16 on the way there for Theodosios and the 214th Rifle Division. Panzer IV also good to go, by the way. Down to a Pioneer squad as well. Conscripts are running here. Tiger Ace shoots away. Doesn't get a hit. Careful there when moving the Panzer IV fire ahead as well, Yurek. Keep them together, keep them together. Panzer IV there takes it from the T-35 Guardsman nearby. Noting all these acting mercs, conscripts with the guard squad. There we go, T-35 takes it from the Panzer IV and the Tiger Ace. Quickly being pushed away. Tiger Ace misses, Guardsman flanking there we go, he's buttoning it up, he's buttoning it up. He's using, I think, Mark vehicle on it, yes indeed. Tiger Ace are taking a lot of damage. Need to get the infantry up there to support. Also allow the Tiger Ace to shoot an infantry there. He's basically just not responding to the guards, which could actually do a lot of damage with his Tiger Ace right then and there. Allow it to shoot at infantry, Yurek. There we go. 74-2 setting up. 200 points left here. Another Panzer IV for Yurek, not more infantry. He said he's just going for more armor here. Action 6, number 2 gets a good hit. Another Panzer IV. Gains veterans 1. Tiger and Panzer IV needs repairs of a serious kind, and certainly more Pioneers for Yurek will be absolutely necessary. I mean, he can't repair all of this, you know, with just one Pioneer. I mean, one Tiger Ace Panzer IV is just insane. 2 Panzer IVs and a Tiger Ace is completely bonkers. So, I mean, he needs more Pioneers after this. Of course, otherwise, I mean, his tanks are just going to be too long off the field. And certainly probably a better idea, you know, not Stormtroopers, which again, actually is in hindsight a bad idea when it should have been focusing on more Pioneers repairs tanks, you know. It should have been a priority, just more Pioneers. I mean, 2 more Pioneers put right now would be a huge benefit to Yurek compared to a Panzer IV, but nonetheless, he ends up with another Panzer IV here. Tiger Ace there halfway done.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Yurek really needs another Pioneer squad. You can sort of hear something approaching there, so he pulls away his tanks. Panzer IV needs here, trying to push through there, deal with some of the rations. Putting the Panzer IV further away, the Tigers can take a few hits there. Still needs to be careful. Yurek still not going for more Pioneers. Again, he really needs them. There we go, finally going for an additional Pioneer squad. Tiger Ace rolls ahead. Takes a hit there from Legion 6. Gets a good hit in return, but it's still exposed. There we go, down to half health. And these Panzer IV dealing with the conscripts, pushing them away. We got infantry moving up there to try and exploit the opening made there.
We are losing territory. Under attack by enemy armor.
Conscripts are running here. They might want to support the other Panzers here by the other Panzer IV. There you go, second Pioneer squad. He should prioritise just one tank at a time. I mean, generally better off just having one tank operable instead of trying to repair them both at the same time, in which case, again, you know, it's just going to work out. I mean, if he just focuses the Tiger Race, for example, you can just quickly get the back to the fight to pressure further as opponent. I mean, really, that's what you want with the Tiger Race. The further it's just off the field doing nothing, the more you are suffering. I mean, this is actually a bad idea by Yurek. He's just prioritizing the wrong tank there. And that is, he's not prioritizing at all. He just would prioritize the Panzer IV, at least to get that back in the fight, and then he could prioritize the Tiger Race. Instead, he's just sort of splitting it up, ensuring that the Tiger Race won't get back to the fight fast, nor will the Panzer IV, and that's just a waste of resources. So that's definitely strategically not the best move there by Yurek at all. And certainly only aiding his opponent. Comes down to fight from the Tiger Race, and it's 88mm gun. 20 kills for the fatherland. Panzer IV here versus the T-3045. MD-42 moving straight into its line of fire. There you go. Most of the unit wiped out by its 85mm gun. That was pretty bad there for Yurek. Another H-6 there for Theodosios. Interesting enough to no H-85s here to help hunt down the German tanks. Just relying on the H-6. There you go, Panzer IV good to go, halfway to its fleet. Tiger Race almost good to go as well. But if he makes a big armoured push against Theodosios, he might have a chance if he handles it correctly. Doesn't do anything too silly. Then he can actually make for a pretty big armoured push against the opponent and do a lot of damage. But it does very much require here that Yurek places tanks very correctly. He needs the infantry advancing, seizing where the most of Yurek's map. He'd sort of slightly gain there. Tiger Race good to go. Need to get moving. Los Gates. Mach Schnell. And he's definitely going off in a tank hunter mission. Allowing them to not shoot at anything but vehicles. Need to get it all moving at the same time. MD-42 Pioneers moving up here. No further mines laid down there by Theodosios. Another Panzer IV moving ahead here. T-35 moving up for him. There you go. Pioneer spotted it. There you go. Garter come from the nearby house. Tiger Race, Panzer IV engaging the T-35. Oh, hits a mine. Panzer IV with the damage engine. Pretty bad here for Yurek. Doing a lot of damage there. Couldn't get the hay mortar. There you go. Taking a lot of damage there. All three tanks probably now with damage engines. Huge bad thing here for Yurek. All of his tanks now are easy targets here for Theodosios' assault guns and the T-35 there. Pop smoke there to cover up the retreat here. The problem, he can't get it fixed fast enough. He could possibly prioritise the Tiger Race, but the Panzer IV is going to be lost no matter what. Another mine goes off. They're knocking out a Panzer IV here. No mine sweepers from Yurek. Definitely catastrophic here. T-5 then engaging the Panzer IV. Tiger Race trying to deal with the gun mark vehicle there on the Tiger Race. H-6 nearby there to hunt down the Tiger. 21 kills there. Very close to the fleet, but looks like we have the MD-42 trying to cover the rear from Guardsmen. Infantry nearby needs to get moving up. The MD-42 come from here by the victory point. Veteran fleet on the other end. MD-42 Guard being pinned to the ground here. Tiger Race down to less than half health. Assault guns moving in there, almost guarded. He would actually use the tracking to just spot ahead there, showing he doesn't actually need to have to get so close to spot it. T-5 vehicle trying to flank behind. Looks like he's going to do it. H-6 is just straight for the centre here. There's nothing that can halt it. Nothing. Surprised he didn't do that fast. He did just spot tracking. But there you go. Tiger Race spotted. Penetrating hit there. Almost got one of the H-6s, but there you go. Pop smoke. Got one H-6. There you go. Firing at the position of the smoke. They're going to be able to knock out the Tiger Race if not careful. There you go. Gets it. And with that, Yurek is pretty much busted. And there you go. Yurek surrenders. A loss here for the Wehrmacht. A loss for Germany. A victory for the Soviet Union and socialism. A brutal fight here. Initially starting up well there by Yurek, but the sniper proved to be one of the biggest threats there to Yurek. He failed to get it. And also failed to take out fast enough to at least that way to try and circumvent, pull off some good assault. I think got too concerned with trying to catch the sniper head on, so trying to just cut him off there. A few other sort of unfortunate movements, although slowly but surely just pushed things into Theodosios' advantage. A lack of mines and also just a lack of, doctrine again, which again highlighted just the lack of a clear strategy from Yurek. Whereas with Theodosios, there very much was a clear strategy from him, and he was able to execute it better than Yurek, who, while initially tactically better, ultimately, as things ran out there, well, lost steam because, again, there was no clear strategy, no clear plan, and no clear idea of how to deal with these kinds of threats there. So in that regard, Yurek sort of was a bit aimless, and Theodosios was able to execute, good counter strategy, just wear him down. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, tell a friend, share it with everyone. If not, send in a replay or provide some feedback in the comment section. And this is Imperial Dancing. Cheers. Thank you all for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye.